Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series with Bayer Leverkusen. At the moment we are on one heck of a run of form that has been going on unbeaten for a very long period of time. Just the 3 draws now as well, 2 of them against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, and then the other one in the Champions League as well. So our league form is utterly exceptional at the moment and we want to keep it up. We've got 2 games today, one against Hertha Berlin and the other against VfL Bochum. Both are teams that I would expect us to be beating quite comfortably. I think the game against Hertha Berlin will be the one that I live com today because Bochum are the bottom club in the league and we're playing them at home, which should really be 3 points. We're looking to get 6 more to take us up to 58 points in 25 games, and that would really put us on track to try and win this title. We're hoping that Bayern Munich are going to slip up sometime soon, because it's been a long time since they did, but we are 6 points clear of Gladbach in the hunt for Champions League football. Given we've only really got Dortmund left to play of the biggest teams in Germany, we're in a very good position to maybe go on and win our first Bundesliga title with me as manager. And next episode we'll also have the second leg of the Champions League knockout first round against Anderlecht as well. But for this match against Hertha Berlin, we're going to be playing with Nachtigall, Braga and Bernardo Silva up front. In midfield it's Betty and Dumier with Rebolo, Traub, Rukas, Jensch and Mikulacak, the back 5. Leno is in goal. The team not quite as fit as I would like for a game like this, but they should have more than enough to get through the game with another win under their belt. Braga has been playing particularly poorly recently, so he may well be dropped if he doesn't perform up to standard in this game, because Enriquez has been very good for us throughout the season, and we also have Kai Havertz who's done very well for us as well. So if there's not a good performance from Braga today, he could well be dropped for the next game against Bochum. Now before we get into this game, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do click the subscribe button and drop a like on this video if you're enjoying this series and think we can win the Bundesliga at the first time of asking, in our first full season at least. But otherwise, let's jump straight into this match. Well, my heroes kicked the game off. It's Berlin or Hertha coming at us first off from the kickoff, but nothing coming from this first highlight. Here we are though with Betty, pushes it onto Braga. Nachtigall puts it out wide to Rebolo, 2 at the back post. He's found Braga, and the man who I called out before this game has gone straight in there and scored inside 7 minutes to give us a lead. A very good finish there, getting into the right area and just being able to force it over the line. But we're looking very good, but so are Bayern Munich at the moment. 2-0 up against Frankfurt is not ideal. They are continuing to put the pressure on us, but we are holding our own. Mikulacak into Jensch. Here he is again, across the ground to Bernardo Silva, who lays it off beautifully to Betty, who's happy to smash that ball into the top. And I believe that's his first ever goal for Leverkusen, despite the fact he's basically run our midfield ever since we brought him in. Now here's Poulsen for Berlin. On to Christensen. Tesslaw is tackled and it's come to Betty. He's just driving through midfield, finds Braga, who absolutely cracks that first time into the back of the net. The team looking very, very good today, and 3-0 inside 21 minutes means that this is almost certainly going to be 3 more points. Bernardo Silva with the corner, cleared out by a man in the centre. It's Rosati taking the ball down the right flank here. He's not got too much support, but our defence is struggling to keep pace. There's a man at the back stick, but Jensch with a crucial header. Bernardo Silva picking up the ball, sends it all the way back to Leno. Now Traub, over the top to Braga, Betty to Dumbier, Mikulacak on the right, into Bernardo Silva, goes out wide again, there's Braga, into Bernardo Silva, into the top corner, 4-0, 27 minutes. This could really become an absolute rugby score. We're looking totally sensational at the moment. We've picked up our form after that draw against Anderlecht and have really come roaring back in all of the games we've played since then, which is just what we needed to happen. Otherwise we could have risked slipping up a few more times. We're nearly at half time now. The team is playing exceptionally. There's nobody really letting the team down. Bernardo Silva's got a free kick. It is cleared away. Rosati heads it further on. Rebolo. Betty does just lose possession. He nearly got it back there but couldn't keep it. Here's Poulsen. He skips one tackle. Finds Rosati. Grosser Out to Rosati again. One in the middle to aim for, and it's somehow got in there. I don't even think it was a Mahir goal. But we have conceded. The clean sheet gone. Mahir did get credit for the goal in the end, but he was very, very fortunate in the way that went in. And maybe the team are going to react here and try and get us a 5th goal. It's Mikulacak on to Bernardo Silva. He finds Betty. Now Nactigal. Ball just given away there. Sent back to the goalkeeper, Bastakos. He punts it forward. And it's come to Poulsen. Betty does win the ball. We need to be careful we don't concede a second before half-time. Otherwise this game could well be back on the cards. Nactigal into Braga. Now Bernardo Silva. Betty through to Nactigal. Good touch. Gets him in on goal. And he fires it into the bottom corner for goal number 7 of this season. 5-1 at half-time. Unless there's another highlight here. That is not a bad performance away from home against a team who are one of the challengers towards the top of the table. So we're doing very well at the minute. I'm not going to bother trying to G up the team too much because it's quite clear that we are going to win this match. Now here's Ribolo. Highlight comes to an end. Hertha Berlin have the lead but haven't had a shot on target, so I'm not sure how their player was assigned the goal on that one. Sometimes the way that they calculate these stats aren't the best in my opinion. But the stats for our team on the ratings are looking absolutely sensational. At the moment our worst player is Bernd Leno, and to be fair he hasn't actually made a save today, so somehow he's managed to get a 7.3 rating. But here is Doumbia onto Betty. Now Bernardo Silva to Braga, slips it through to Nactigal, and it's just tipped wide by Bastakos. Good save from him there. I thought if Nactigal had put his laces through that a bit more he might have more chance of scoring. But here's Bernardo Silva, cleared out by the first man, and Puget goes and picks up the ball. He then tries to play it down the line for Poulsen. Cutting in from the left, Dorsch does try and switch flank to Rosati. Players in the middle to aim for, but picked up by Leno quite comfortably. I'm not really sure what else there is to say. I mean, this game is going very, very one-sided, and there's not been an awful lot going on in this second half. We're just going to dribble on a couple of substitutes. Shield can maybe come on for Rukas. And let's give Havertz a bit of a run out up front for Nactigal. Otherwise the team can stay as it is. I'm not going to need to change because we stay on counter in this tactic all the time, so it's only really if we're chasing a goal that we need to go attacking. Otherwise it's a pretty good defensive tactic, and it's very good at shutting out the opposition from getting any shots on target. This is about the 8th game that we've had since changing the tactic where the opposition have failed to get one on goal, despite actually having a goal in this game. It is a very solid defensive tactic, and it just creates so many opportunities up front. And now that we've got some attacking midfielders who can actually finish a chance, we are starting to see the goals that we were missing out on when we originally shifted the tactic. I'm just going to bring Fink on now to run down the clock a little bit, giving Doumbia a bit of a rest. But here's Mikulacak on the ball, and it's cut out by Hertha. Mahir. There is the full-time whistle, 5-1, that running out quite quickly there. A good finish from the team though, 5-1 victory away from home, another excellent performance. And next time out we'll be taking on bottom club Bochum, who only have 11 points this season. We have 44 more points than they do, which should give us another 3 points to keep Bayern Munich sitting behind. Well, we've been done a huge favour by Gladbach ahead of this game with VfL Bochum, because we are now 2 points clear of Bayern Munich with a game in hand. So if we beat the bottom club today, we'll be 5 points clear of Bayern Munich after they slipped up away from home in that game. Now, I'm putting out the strongest team I can, even though we are playing Anderlecht looking for a win in just a few days' time, because I want to capitalise on that performance. Now, I'm always wary of a bottom club when I'm sitting top of the league. So that means that Nactigal, Braga and Bernardo Silva are all starting up front. We have had a week's rest since the last game, so the team is fully fit, with Betty and Doumbia in the middle. Then it's Ribolo, Traub, Rukas, Jensch and Mikulacak across the back five, with Leno in goal. Well, Bernardo Silva has picked up a straight injury here, which is never good news when it's an instant injury. I'm not sure what kind of injury it was, but it came from a tackle, so I'm hoping it's just a knock and not anything too serious. But there's not been a lot going on in the opening half an hour. We've had 8 shots now, 3 on target, but none of them have warranted a highlight, which is either a sign that we're going to have a lot of shots today, or that we're not really having the best efforts, so that the game doesn't deem them necessary. Well, at half-time it's still 0-0. There's not been a single highlight in this match so far. The team not reacting the way I would have expected when it's 0-0 at half-time against the bottom club and I'm having a go at them. The fact that they weren't all positive is a little bit surprising, really. But we do need to get the win from this game, because otherwise there's no point us seeing Bayern Munich slip up if we don't capitalise on it. There are just 20 minutes left for us to try and find the winner here. It is absolutely not looking likely at the moment. We are really not playing very well. We just haven't had a single highlight in the entire match, either for us or for Bochum. And given we've had 15 efforts on goal, that is really not okay. 10 minutes or so left now. The front three really not performing well. Despite even bringing on 2 new faces up there, hasn't made a spot of difference for us. I'm not sure if it's the fullbacks or if it's the midfielders, or if it is just the 3 front attackers here. But here's the first highlight. Enriquez puts it in. Jensch was arriving. It's come to Fink. His effort blocked though. And Barr able to just run it out. He just launches it downfield, which I assume they've been doing for the majority of this game. Highlight still running at the moment. Betty onto Enriquez. He's trying to take it down the left before losing it to Dubrovsky. Ball pushed forward to Frode. Now Dubrovsky again. Out to Barr. He's then tackled by Rabollo. Betty over the top for Enriquez. He's got a man in the middle to aim for. He's put it in towards Havertz. And there's a foul in there from Doué. We've got a late penalty. We've had a few of these before. We usually score them. But we are due a penalty miss. That is worth bearing in mind. I don't think we've missed one this season. Who have we got taking it? It's Jensch stepping up and putting it straight down the middle. Cool as a cucumber. And that is a crucial goal. We're a bit fortunate to get that penalty. But that could be a massive, massive goal in the wider picture of our season. Because it will put us 5 points clear of Bayern Munich if we can hang out. Or hang on, which is why we've gone defensive, just hoping that we can push out the rest of this game. Here's Betty with the corner, in towards Fink. There's another foul in there from the same player, Dua, who has just pushed another man, and we've got another chance from the spot. I think this one will be taken by Havertz after Jensch scored the first one. Havertz to make it look a little bit more comfortable, and he does just that. The keeper dived the same way again, but we put it the opposite side instead of down the middle this time. And it is 2-0. That is the 3 points all wrapped up for us. And Bayern Munich are really going to have to push hard to overturn us, because we can now afford to lose a game and still remain top of the table. Absolutely fantastic. Very good performance, if not by the front three there. Relying on 2 penalties isn't ideal, but we did dominate the game totally and completely. And we are now 8 points clear of Gladbach as well. Dortmund can move up into 3rd if they win their game in hand, but we are certainly looking like title favourites at the moment. Well, this is not good news. Bernardo Silva out for 5 to 6 months with a broken leg. I thought it might be a serious injury, but I was hoping it'd just be a knock. It turns out broken leg, 6 months out. He won't be back until sort of September, October time of next season, which is not what we wanted. But overall, the team's still pushing and doing very, very well in the league, into the quarterfinals of the DFB Pokal, and we should be progressing in our next match against Anderlecht into the quarterfinals of the Champions League as well. We're a very long time unbeaten, and we just need to keep that going for this many games, plus a few more if we do well in the cup competitions. But tomorrow's episode will be Anderlecht and Stuttgart. I'll live com the game against Anderlecht, and then we'll have that match against Stuttgart, who are currently 9th in the Bundesliga. And then after that, we'll have Hoffenheim and Bayern Munich in the DFB Pokal. So some big, big fixtures coming up. We'll also find out who will be playing in the quarterfinals of the Champions League if we can get past Anderlecht. But that is a job that we need to do first. But that is it for this episode. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you don't already. Links in the description. You can support me on Patreon as well if you're really enjoying the channel's content. And subscribe if you are new around here. But until next time, see ya.